Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be seeing how many moves I can survive against Stockfish 16.1. So I have the free software chess Arena GUI up right now. And usually, as you can see, you can see the moves even when you're playing. But if I move the board till it's like maximized like this, then I won't see the moves. So let's keep it like that. And then what I'm going to do is, let me see if I go further. Okay, so I need to do it like right there. Okay. And then all I have to do is just make sure everything is good. I do a new game. And then I will make my first move. So Stockfish 16.1 will move every 10 seconds. And it will only have a PV of 1, so it's only considering the best move it thinks there is. Okay, let's see. So, like on Blitz and like I used to play the Polish a lot, but I know that's really I'm gonna just get destroyed by Stockfish 16.1. So I think we'll just go with E4, best by test. We'll see what Stockfish 16.1 plays. If I had a guess, I'll survive around like 30 moves, hopefully. All right, so I'm definitely not playing any gambits against it because I'll just get destroyed. There's the Italian, there's the Scotch. There's the Bishop's opening. I think we'll just play as well as the engine would, and so they'd play Knight F3. So like Stockfish 16.1 is getting to like depth 39. Almost depth 40. In like the beginning moves. Okay, so I can go for an Italian with Bishop C4. I can go for this is the Roy Lopez. With Bishop B5. And then we'll probably go into a Berlin defense. Let's see. And I'm not gonna put any time limits on myself. I'm gonna try to push myself to move quicker. I think I want to go the Italian. I've never really played Italian actually, or the Roy Lopez. Not gonna lie. I think I'm more familiar with the Scotch, maybe. So like recently, what I've been playing is the English. But I don't even know that well, so I didn't want to play that. And like with, let's see, how do people usually play when I play with black? Yeah, I don't really have too many problems if they play like this. Usually I play against actually the Scotch. So maybe I should go into it. Go for the Scotch opening. I feel like the Italian. Alright, let's not take all day. Let's go for the Scotch, I guess. I will lose for sure. Okay. We're not going to play any Scotch gambits. We're just going to play the main line and take back. Okay, so try to remember what do people usually do in this when I'm playing as black, actually, because I've never played this as white. I don't. Sometimes people take. Actually, I think a lot of people take. And then they play e5. And that's what actually quite a bit of people do. They take. Let's see. It's giving me the evaluation. Uh-oh. I don't know if that really matters to them. It's kind of like giving me the eval bar. I won't really try to look at it. Let's see. So a lot of times people play e5 here. So I think that's, and then you're supposed to go queen e7 with black. So I'll just do it. Knowing openings is really useful just to survive at least, a few moves. Yep. Okay, here, queen e2, I believe, is the move. Threatening to take the knight and defend the pawn. That's the thing about the Scotch, is they can't refuse to take the pawn, and then once you take, there's a few options they have, but generally you can get into the same position each time. Like, those are going to be the most common moves with like black. You're going to play e4, and then they're going to play knight c6. After e4, e5, and then knight f3, knight c6. Like, that's the most common opening moves. Okay, so it's my move. So I've never actually been in this position before. As black, mainly because I don't know. I never played Scotch right. I'm trying to remember what I don't know. I've just got a few recent games with the Scotch where I actually blundered my knight because I forgot the knight can be taken because the queen's on e2 and blocking the king. It's a daily game, so it's actually going on right now. So we're in a completely different position. Like c4 is just like a one mover maybe. After c4 they might play queen b4, which is a check, and then I'd have to block. Like, if I block with the bishop, I'd have to block with the knight, and that doesn't look right. Is c4 the move here? I mean, f4. C4 might be a move. Might be. Okay, c4, queen b4, knight d2. Still hitting the knight, so it's got to move. It can move to f4, unfortunately. If I go knight c3 now, that's an idea. g3, is that a move? There's so many possibilities. This video is going to be forever if I don't move. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm already going to blunder. Let's see. I really want to just go c4. Okay, after knight f4, my queen is hit, so it's got to move. Could it move to... Yeah, I can't move to like c4 to go for like a trade, because then the G2 pawn hangs. I guess it could go to F3, the queen. Okay, so I C4 is a move I'm thinking, or like just like bishop D2, or even C3 too. Okay, I think this is a, although he pins too, but then I am pinned, then he takes. Yeah. See why the engine doesn't go for the scotch. Could even play A3. All right, I will go. Let's go bishop D2. Yeah, let's go bishop D2. See what happens. Considering G7, G6. Okay, I don't feel bad about that move. I feel like it's a decent move. Okay, so if I play knight C3 now, and I castle too, I'm just gonna get attacked, completely attacked. So maybe now I play C4. C4 now. All right, let's just play it. If I blunder, I blunder. Knight D5 B6 is what it's considering. Going after, or just moving the knight. So I could even go F2, F4. I need to get my king castled on the king side, I think. A2, A4 is a move as well. 2, A4. A2, A4, he might go D5. No, I don't. What is he? I don't. Does he just go A5? And then maybe my king side's, or my queen side's weak. Although it's just like my C4 pawn's gonna get weak in the future, I think. Okay, let's go. You can even go bishop A5. I'm playing really scared, but it's Stockfish 16.1, so no reason not to be scared. Huge reason to be scared. You gotta play super accurately. You're just gonna get completely demolished. I really want to just go A2, A4, but it's just a one mover, and then what am I gonna do after that? I develop my knight, or because like that pawn is a target. Although the B2 pawn's gonna become target soon as well. Maybe I just develop the knight, solve problems later. Although this pawn on E5 will be weak for sure. So maybe I bring my bishop to C3. Although he's gonna play D5 soon as well. Yeah, let's go bishop C3. I think it's an interesting move. Knight goes to D2, defends the C4 pawn, maybe even queenside castle. I mean, this is pretty interesting. Okay, do I go knight D2 or do I go F4? F4 allows queen H4 check, which could be bad. I mean, I would just go G3 there. Does he have any threats? Does D5 might be a threat? I don't think it is. A4, A5. Again, like my... even material. If I go knight d2, the problem is that like I'm gonna double my pawns. If I go g3, I can develop my. All right, I think I'm gonna just go queen, or maybe I go a4 first. They go a5. Well, no, then I can't. Castle queenside. All right, let's go knight d2. And then we're going to try to queenside castle. Let's just see what happens. Let's try playing an interesting game of chess. Because if, I mean, they're going to castle kingside. So if I go queenside, I'm probably going to just get completely attacked. I just don't really see an easy way to get my bishop developed and also castle quickly. If I go g3 and then bishop g2, it's just the c4 pawn's gonna hang is the thing. And knight d2, obviously I want knight d2, right? But then eventually they do a pawn break. They're gonna castle too and also get their rook to e8. So maybe I just play f4, g3, castle kingside. Knight d2, queenside castles. I can't remember what I just, it doesn't feel right. Let's do it. Okay. So I already can tell this is a mistake by me. So, like I defend the c4 pawn too much and now I'm gonna get punished for it. I needed to play knight d2 later. What if I go? If I go f4 now, they're gonna double my pawns. Yeah, maybe I should have played a4 first. Maybe. I don't know. What if I go rook c1 now? Rook c1. What happens? What happens if... Oh, maybe I lose my rook, right? Rook c1. Knight takes. If rook takes, then there's this diagonal. Let's see. Okay, it's a doubling of pawn, so I could just play f4, right? Now I could bring my knight to f3 as well. Or I could bring it to e4. Actually, that could be a blunder. Let me see. Because, like, I'm just going to lose the pawn. So I can go f4, I can go knight f3. Kind of like f4 too. Knight e4, bishop takes, or knight takes the bishop first too. I mean, like that. I want the knight to have more to go to e4, but eventually they're gonna do a pawn break. So let's go f4. Let's do it. We're gonna lose, but that's okay. It's just learning, and it's a computer game, so it's no big deal. Castles. Oh boy, I'm not castled. I really can't prevent d5. Takes. Stockfish 16.1 is just too good. For sure, long term, I'm just gonna get completely smoked. Okay, could go G3, then bishop, G2, and castles. Maybe I go knight F3 now, or knight E4. If I go knight E4, it's just D5. I feel like there's nothing. Yeah. This allows D5. Knight B3 is interesting. The thing is my queen's on this diagonal, or this file. So G3, knight F3. I like knight F3 just because of the D4 square. This is so difficult. It's a bunch of long-term thinking right now. It's not immediate understanding of like certain things. Okay, wait. If I go knight, I always have en passant after D5. En passant. Okay, I can't castle queenside anymore. Unless I want knight b3, queenside castles. I mean, I'd have 2 pawns in front of it. That would be kind of. Oh, actually, no. I see. Because okay, the queen on e7 can go to a3 after the knight takes on c3. So yeah, this is okay. I'm just gonna go g3. Knight f3 might have been better, right? But I just want to bring my bishop to g2 and then castle kingside. So let's see what Stockfish does. Might go queen c5 or queen a3 or do the pawn break. Yeah, I've got huge problems. I got the rook coming. I've got this is not good. Okay. So if I take okay, takes. If queen takes, eventually they're going to threaten to bring the rook to e8. And the bishop can go on these diagonals. Maybe I just sack the pawn or the pawns. Okay, 94. I would love to get rid of the dark square. Make a rook b1, rook c1. If I go knight f3, it's just I go bishop g2. I hit third pawn and say you can take that pawn, but I'm gonna take your pawn. I don't really like that either. Although the pawn is pinned because the queen is not defended. That is interesting. I'm gonna do it. See what they do. Okay, this pawn on here is pinned. I could take their queen. They take. Okay, so I could castle kingside now. And then what? Wait, I could even take their pawn on c6 now. Oh, okay, so if I take the pawn on c6, right, then I can't kingside castle because then there's c5 check, winning my bishop. But if I had 94 first, so if, okay, bishop takes c4. But 94, then they can take the pawn on f4. Okay, castles now allows the check. Is that bad? Probably, yeah. Okay, knight b3. What about knight b3? Okay, what about takes knight b3? Preventing the check, so then I'm ready to castle. But then there's bishop h3 preventing that. I want to take so bad because I don't want to be down a pawn, but I gotta prevent takes for sure for as long as possible. What about takes? And then take on e5. Could just take and go back as well. If I go rook b1, the knight or the rook could get trapped now. What happens after rook b1? I'm actually pretty confused. Rook or a, maybe a5. Maybe queen a3. Maybe queen a3. Okay. Nf3 does not make any sense. Nxd4 does not make any sense. Knight b3. Knight b3. Okay, I'm gonna just take the pawn. This was the idea. Let's see what happens. Let's see how we get demolished. Oh, yeah. Now rook b8. I wonder if rook b1 was better than bishop takes. I don't know. Oh, I could castle now, though, which is nice. Or is it? I should just castle, honestly. Like, I don't really have any. I can't castle. That's a blunder. Right. Knight b3. And then bishop h3. I'm just too slow. I could bring the bishop back too, right? Bishop h3. Bishop g2. Queen a3. See, this is why you're playing against computer. I do not understand this move at all. Well, I do understand there's no more pin with this pawn. So it takes. My bishop is guarding. There's no threat. I don't understand. Oh, I hate playing computers. Queen a3. I guess the threat is takes on f4. Oh. Maybe. Okay, there's no queen winning my bishop. Or queen check winning my bishop. I'm considering e takes on e5 or castles. If castles, they're just going to take. And it'll be equal material with double pawns. I could even go rook d1. Okay, eventually they're going to move their bishop on c8. Where's that bishop going? I would think it's going on e6 or I feel like I really do want to just castle now for once. Castles take, and I could even do maybe rook takes, which would be interesting. If I take the pawn now, I feel like I'm just gonna get blasted. So I don't know how really though. I don't. Rook b6. Oh, this is like okay. I got a castle. This is like beginner tactic. Oh, maybe there is rook takes on b3 still, because then check and yeah. That's what they're gonna play. They're gonna play rook takes. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. We're down an exchange. It could be a lot worse. Not down exchange. We have a rook for 2 pieces. I actually don't think this is that bad. Okay, I don't really want to put my queen on a dark square like this. Although I do get a little counterplay. It's just I'm probably gonna lose my queen somehow. But like if I move my king, I'm just gonna get blasted with the light square bishop. Yeah, I'm gonna get smoked here. Takes on f4 is interesting. Although, yeah. No, it's not. Oh, I do not like this. I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. I gotta defend my c3 pawn pretty much. Or allow my king to go to f1. Yeah, this is not. What move am I on? 20? Oh boy. These bishops are gonna destroy me. Maybe takes with the rook. Or defend. Or maybe rook c3. This bishop is coming here, and now I'm just. Oh, I'm so smoked. I'm so smoked. I'm cooked. Maybe we do queen takes here. Trying to get my queen active. While also defending. Trying to at least. Or just get checkmated. Rook takes would have been much better because I could at least sacrifice it. I'm not going to survive 30 moves. Okay, well, I mean, queen g2 is mate. If I go here, queen h1 is mate. So let's just bring the king up. Probably queen of 3 check or something. We gotta go here. Oh boy, what is it? Maiden 5 or something. Oh, this is just like so bad. I mean, rook's defended. My goodness. If I go here, there's rook check. Going back. Oh, this is what the heck just happened? Wait, what?